Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Time to shine a light on Navy women's basketball. Mids having one of their best runs of the season right now. Winners of 3 of 4, building some momentum as they head to West Point coming up on Saturday with senior forward Sydne Watts. And, Sid, for this team, you almost wish there wasn't a bye week today on Wednesday because you guys are really starting to find some things here. And more importantly, for all the hard work you're putting in, you're finally getting some chance to exult after games and get that winning feeling going right now. Almost wish you didn't have the day off today.
Having a little bit of a bye week is always a little nice for the body, especially hitting late into the Patriot League and getting prepared for that peak season before playoffs. So a little bit of a bye week is really nice. We also have those extra practices that we can push each other and go really, really hard on, and get excited to take a few days to relax a little bit towards Army heading into that big game on Saturday. So I'm excited that this week we're getting to take extra time to not just look at scout for upcoming teams, but also build for the future and for the next couple weeks coming up.
When you look around the room right now, there are a lot less people that are as old as you, and there are a lot of young folk running around there right now. What's it like? What's the dynamic like within that locker room? Because I'm sure there's a lot of, looking to you and a couple of the other older players like, hey, if this happens, what should we do? And what can we do when this type of thing happens right now? I mean, leadership, this place is all about it. When the questions do come, what are the answers like as you and the older folks try to help a lot of those younger players within the program right now?
Right. I think honestly, it's just like the same as any other year where the seniors are helping out the plebes a little bit, or sophomores are helping out the plebes a little bit that just finished their plebe year as well. We got a good group of sophomores as well. A lot of leadership in that sophomore class as well, like Kelly Giuliani and Marin Laritas and Gia Passat, like all huge leaders on the floor and help out a ton. So even though there are only 3 seniors and no juniors, and we got a lot of underclass, a lot of them know how to carry their weight really well. And for the plebes, just figuring things out, the youngsters are there that just finished their year, and we're obviously here too as well. So I think we really got that kind of culture figured out as well. And then everyone's taking a lot more accountability too on the team, self-accountability and peer accountability on the floor. So that's coming from whether they're a freshman telling me what to do, or I'm a senior telling a freshman what to do. It's never any heartbreak or anger in that situation. We just hold each other accountable and do what we're supposed to do.
You, Sam, and Morgan have been through a lot. You've seen a lot during your time here, but everything for the seniors is about legacy, and to be winning some games this year and still with plenty of chances to do that here with what remains in the season. Just how exciting is it to get this program going forward so you're leaving it in a better place?
It's really exciting to see how things are rolling now. After the last game, we walked into the locker room, and Kaya Smith looked at me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, wait, like we could actually win Patriot League. Like this thing is wide open." And I looked and I laughed at her and I was like, "We've seen this all year in you guys and like the underclass, and we know the talent we've had. We've just had to figure out how to mesh together." I think the first time we played teams a lot, it was a lot of young heads figuring out like what they're supposed to be doing and how to react, right? The second time we're playing through these teams, we're all super excited because we know what we're facing and we know what we're doing. So I think like things are supposed to start actually falling in place like they are. Coach always says you don't want to peak in December. You don't want to peak in January even. You want to peak in March. You want to peak in playoff season. And that's how it's looking. So we're excited about it. I'm super excited how we're building and starting to work together as an entire team. And the legacy will leave after that.
Success is nothing new to you. I mean, you're in your school's Hall of Fame. You scored over 1,000 points there. Parents were terrific athletes, obviously, but getting to the Division I level, I mean, you're almost ready to ring the bell at 900 points on the D1 level, and I mean, that's a hell of an accomplishment in itself. To have done this and to be doing this, right now, just how satisfying is it? A, it's one thing to get there, but B, to be somebody and be a contributor when you get there is something totally different. What's that feeling like?
I'm honestly just blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be in the position we're in. We had horrible COVID year, freshman year, right? And I had some injuries, and I think everyone's faced with injuries in time. But being able to be here with this team and see how the team's rolling, that's what matters to me the most. I'm blessed to come from two parents that were incredible athletes, and my mom always says like she was a college track and cross country runner at Louisville, and she's always like, "Oh, you didn't get everything from your dad." And my dad was quarterback at Louisville, and he always says, "Well, you didn't get everything from your mom, right?" So I'm blessed to have both of them, and I'm really excited just to make them proud, keep playing while I can, and the minutes on the floor are limited, right? The ball stops bouncing one day, so just getting to like soak in everything while I'm still here and play as hard as I can, especially for these girls coming up, and let them recognize like, hey, this time flies and you'll be here before you know it. Just enjoy every second of it.
Let's have a little fun. If you're taking a team back home, what restaurant are you taking them to?
What restaurant am I taking them back to? Oh, that's such a tough one. I don't know, honestly. Like what, Texas Roadhouse, like everywhere else? I don't know. Um, I moved like 8 different times in Georgia, like South Carolina. I'm trying to think of like all the different places. Uh, my parents, like my mom recently moved out further, about an hour from where we were before, further out the city, up into the mountains, and she always complains like she can't even get Uber Eats or anything like that anymore. So we do a lot of home cooking. Honestly, I'd probably say my mom's home cooking lasagna is the best thing out there.
I was gonna say you took me to my next question. If we went to your house, would that be the meal that you would suggest to everybody?
Yeah, my mom makes one hell of a chili and one hell of a lasagna. She's the best.
Obviously, for those of us that have been able to tell your story, you mentioned how successful your parents were athletically, and I mean, at any point, is there ever any interest in the family business of wrestling somewhere down the line? Might you entertain that, or is that just something that's kind of cool? It's out there, but would you ever entertain that?
Yeah, I would have thought about it. I've said it a couple of times, like I want to be a Marine first, and I'm really proud to be here. And I'm really proud to serve my country. Like that above all else makes me so happy. And I know no matter what on both sides, I make my dad and my mom happy being a Marine and being here and making the entire family happy. I know my mom's a little scared if I decided to go WWE, seeing everything that happened. It's an amazing culture, and I I think the biggest thing for me is how much I've been able to impact, like even the little girls in the stands at the basketball games, or little girls that come up and ask for like signatures after, or say like, "Oh, I want to be like you and be a Marine." I think the biggest impact I want to make if I do decide to go the whole WWE route, is just making an impact on people and showing them like you can be a badass Marine and a badass basketball player or a cybersecurity major with a top secret clearance and still go out in the ring and do something cool too. So yeah, I just want to impact people no matter what I do and make a positive impact.
Yeah, I can tell you, my 15-year-old daughter loves you to death. So you're definitely making an impact there. Congratulations on what you've accomplished so far. Still plenty to accomplish this season. And we'll see you Saturday up at West Point as you guys try to claim the star up in New York on Saturday. Appreciate the time today.
Thank you so much.